Well, with more on what the approval of the Astrazeneca vaccine will mean in the fight against COVID-19, I'm joined now by Martin McKee. He's a Professor of European Public Health at the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine. Thanks very much for speaking with us here on Euronews. This vaccine doesn't have to be stored at the freezing temperatures that we've seen with the Moderna and Pfizer jabs. Is that a game changer?
Yeah, very much so, because clearly the logistics of moving things around at -70 are very considerable. This can be stored in a standard vaccine fridge between 2 and 8 degrees centigrade, and that makes it much more easy to transport, to store, and therefore to administer, particularly given the logistics of getting everybody together, all the people who are ready to be vaccinated together in the right place. It will make it much simpler.
The European Medicines Agency says it won't approve the vaccine until next year now. Why is it that European regulators are taking longer than the UK regulators to approve the vaccines? We've seen that with the previous vaccine from Pfizer.
There's a number of reasons, but also I understand, and I think we need to check this with the EMA. According to the Financial Times, the Oxford Astrazeneca team have not yet submitted the papers to the EMA. So that's one, obviously they can't do anything until they have all the details. But also it is true that there is a consensus building process so that the representatives of each of the member states do need to contribute. But I wouldn't worry too much about that. I mean, obviously we want to get this out as quickly as possible. But I think that the EMA is ensuring that they do need to review all of the data. They need to be absolutely confident about it. It is true that the MHRA has gone quicker. I don't think there's any evidence of any cutting of corners at all. But I think the main reason is, as far as I understand it, that the data have not yet been submitted.
And what do you make of the rollout so far in Europe? Do you think it's going quick enough, or could it be going faster?
We now have a new variant of the virus circulating in the UK, and this is a complete game changer. It is significantly more transmissible than the variant that we've had up until now. The tier system in the United Kingdom is not keeping it in check, and this means that we need to get as many people vaccinated as possible. We also, in parallel with that, need to do everything possible to drive down levels of transmission with the virus anyway, because obviously we're just giving it opportunities to spread further beyond the UK if we don't do that. But I think given the urgency of the situation with the new variant, it's very important to get as many people, at least to get the first dose, which is the way that the Joint Committee on Vaccination and Immunisation in the UK is going. They're arguing that we can now delay the second dose for up to 12 weeks. The priority is to get some protection as quickly as possible, and I'm sure that's the right one.
Professor Martin McKee joining us there from the UK. Thank you very much for your time.